hold your thoughts. Okay. We have our correspondent, Ikenna, who will be speaking with us or bringing us up to speed with developments from Ewohimi Eastern South East local government area of Edo State. Ikenna, good morning. It's good to have you join us this morning and quickly bring us up to speed with the developments there. It's past 8:30. Has the process begun where you are? All right. We'll get back to Ikenna as soon as he can hear us. But back to you, Charles. You were talking about the process.
Yes.
Ensuring it is free, fair, transparent as it is. Yeah. And you were saying that all politicians believe that who throw their hat in the ring, they are the best and exactly. they deserve to win.
If I'm the best, why should the other person win? So let me context it. And again,
people have contested it over time. Sometimes what they contested for becomes theirs. So they'll say, okay, yes, I know we didn't win, but let's just, because they always look for lacunas and all that. And then sometimes certain things will happen which might not mention on TV. The pendulum swings the way. So let's go try it. Whether or not it's our turn, let's go try it. So I'm begging that, I'm hoping that a time will come, I hope it comes sooner, where, or today, or using the door as an example, that politicians will accept defeat. Like when you go for football match, nobody contests. Nobody contests football. Elections. Results. If it's Arsenal versus Man U, and then Man U wins, even if it is VAR just came in.
Well, you still have not answered that question.
All right.
The process.
Okay.
How should it be?
Wait now. We need to quickly go on. When we return. We'll come back to talking about the matter of ensuring the process is free, fair, and credible. Stay with
us. Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas. It shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked, and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty, erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting, as the arts are meant to be.
Sometimes it's the story that calls. At other times, the people just want to be heard.
School, I need students, but I need teachers.
Can't continue like this.
Their voices re-echoing through time itself.
We haven't done anything.
If the tide is high, everybody run for safety.
Their tears leave a sweet, sour taste for all their demands. A familiar call beckoning for change. In our world, no one expects a disaster to happen. But when it does, we'll be there to x-ray all sides, from the east to the west, north and south. Community Forum will examine the oddities and challenges to economic development, as well as issues yearning for government intervention. Watch fresh episodes of Community Forum on Sundays by 9:30 p.m. only on TVC News.
Thank you for staying with us. We are still monitoring developments out of Edo State, as today is the governorship election, and we have our correspondents scattered across the state to bring us up to speed with developments there. And we still have our guests in the studio, Charles Ideho, speaking with us with regards to how events are unfolding there. Remember that INEC is supposed to begin the process at about 8:30, and we're counting down to see if INEC will keep to time. Our correspondents will also bring us update on that. Before we went on the break, Charles, you were speaking to us on how INEC can ensure the process is free, fair, credible, and that the result at the end of the day is acceptable by everyone involved.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly. As I said, over the years, whether it be in Lagos, whether it be in Benue State or no, INEC has always been seen as having done well during the process of voting. As I said, it is after you have done that, between when votes are collated from state by state, that's where a lot of people begin to see, oh, our agents were disenfranchised, our agents were not allowed to enter to witness, oh, our agents were, some monies changed hand and all that. So that's where it is. Well, that's why I said I was hoping that we both agree that it should start from Edo, that politicians should learn to accept defeat when they know they have been roundly defeated.
The spirit of sportsmanship.
Yes, exactly.
Right. We'll continue from there, but we need to quickly put you on hold. So we cross over to our correspondent Ikenna Amaechi, who is at Ward 1, Unit 3, Ewohimi, South East Local Government Area of Edo State. Ikenna, quickly bring us up to speed with this process. Has INEC begun in earnest, because the process is supposed to begin at about 8:30?
Good morning, Veronica. We are right here at the Skills Acquisition Center in Adas Unit 3 of Ward 1 in Ewohimi. That's in Esan, Southeast, where one of the candidates of a leading political party will be coming to exercise his franchise. And I will tell you that it's about 8:46 a.m. this morning, and there's no sight of any INEC officials. We only can see at this point that I am, and of course, everywhere in this village, and of course it's a rural community, and the people, some of them are not even yet to come to the polling units. And the local government headquarters is at Ubiaja, about 30 minutes away from here. Perhaps that's where the INEC staff are, and will be coming from there. But it's quite unfortunate that by 8:46 there's no presence of any INEC staff, and the people are not even here to actually exercise their franchise. You just have a few people, security operatives, all around the city and in polling units, waiting for the INEC officials to come so that the process will begin in earnest. And we are hoping that the leading candidate as well will come out to exercise his franchise. But for now, it's a rainy morning in Esan here in Ewohimi. It's a very rainy morning. The rain has started to subside now. They said it has not rained for some time here, but unfortunately, or fortunately, maybe it's a blessing that this morning it started raining, and it's subsiding a little bit. Probably that will actually encourage people to come out. But for the INEC officials, we are yet to see any of them in Ewohimi, and we are hoping that they will come. And if there is, we've not gotten any update of whether they have a logistics problem of moving down here. We are hoping that they will come, and the process will start in earnest, as the people are eagerly waiting. Like as I reported yesterday, the people in Esan are eager to actually come up and cast their votes for the candidate of their choice. So we are hoping that the INEC officials will come and begin the process in earnest. But for security situation here, everywhere is calm, just as the rain is cooling the atmosphere here. Everywhere is just as cool as that. No incidents, no issue.
All right. Ikenna Amaechi there, bringing us up to speed with regards to developments where he is, ESA, local government area.
People come out to exercise their franchise, and hopefully the INEC officials will show up to begin the process.
Absolutely.
Veronica.
Absolutely, Ikenna. We can only hope, as the rains are pouring down already. And you have also told us that security situation there is calm. We wanted to know also the presence of security operators.
Yeah, the presence of security operators. Maybe the rain could be the reason people haven't
turned out.
Come out. Yeah. But I would also want you to, if you can, maybe take your microphone to some of the persons there, maybe have a chat with them, and what are their hopes, what are their expectations, you know, while waiting for INEC officials to come. Maybe if that's possible. Ikenna, are you still there? Okay.
All right.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. I actually can hear you faintly.
Okay, so I said something earlier. I said that maybe the rains could be the reason people have not actually come out. But I would love for you to, maybe if you can show us some of the persons there, have a chat with them so that we can just hear.
I can faintly hear what you're saying.
Okay, so Ikenna, if you can hear me, he is saying that if you could just speak with the persons already present at the polling units to know
if I can make
what their expectations are of the process and at the end of the day, the results.
All right, we have some locals here, of course, waiting to vote, and journalists actually flooded here because of, we know, like as I told you, this is the polling unit of a leading candidate in this election, and definitely you know that journalists will be here to wait for when he will exercise his franchise. And for the people, like as I said yesterday, they are willing to actually exercise their franchise, and I will be talking to some of them and hoping that, and they are eager, but as I said earlier, the INEC officials, no one on site here in Ewohimi, Ward 1, and of course elsewhere, we have not seen any INEC officials yet, and at this time, just a few minutes before 9 a.m., no INEC officials. So I will be speaking with one of the electorate who is here to actually exercise his franchise, and let's see what he has to say about the process, and of course why the Independent Electoral Commission officials are yet to actually show up to begin the process of voting and accreditation and voting, and of course the other process that follows.
Maybe while we wait for him to have a conversation.
Let's come back to the studio while we wait for him. He's at Ewohimi Esan local government there.
Actually, Esan.
But talk to us, the enthusiasm and resilience shown by the people. How it is that despite the rain, some of them have already turned out to want to cast their ballot as it is. But what do you know about those people, especially exercising their franchise?
You know, I told you earlier that the pendulum of leadership was deliberately, allowed to swing the Esan way.
Okay, we hear that Ikenna is back with his guest. Go ahead, Ikenna.
Okay.
Electorate here that is here to actually exercise his franchise, but he is still waiting for the INEC officials to start, so that you have been here since when, and what do you have to say about the fact that INEC officials, they are nowhere to be found here?
The thing beat my imagination. First of all, my name is Amaechi Daniel. So we have been here since over 2 hours. I came here 5 minutes after 7. So most of us we are here. So waiting. Although first of all it was raining. But I think the rain is okay now. We are waiting for INEC official.
Okay. Have you spoken to some of your leaders in this local government on why the delay in the INEC officials arriving at this polling unit and other polling units in Ewohimi?
Well, we have talked to them, but the word they told us is that they are on their way. That's what they said.
All right, but from what you observed, are people actually eager to come out? This is a farming community. One person I spoke to earlier said he wants to go to farm, and before you come to vote, are people eager to come out and exercise their franchise here?
Very well. everybody is coming out to exercise our vote because it's our son, it's our father. Everybody is coming out to vote. Nobody is indoors, staying outside and all that. Nobody is even going to farm. So any person that told you that he's going to farm, that is messing after death. So we are here, we are waiting. We are just waiting for INEC officials. So, thank you.
All right, that's one of the eager voter waiting for INEC officials to actually exercise his franchise. And for what he said, they are waiting. The INEC officials are on their way, and we are hoping, we journalists and other that are here are waiting and hoping that it will come on time so that the process will begin in earnest. And of course, the leading candidates, one of the leading candidates here will also want to know why the INEC officials are not here to actually begin the process. Veronica, that's the situation here at Ewohimi in Esan Southeast local government area of Edo State,
right,
as we count
right.
down to,
I am concerned with how conducive the location is now that we see the rains pouring down for the electorate. How conducive is the location for the electorate to cast their vote even as it is raining?
Well, the place is not too far from the town, and of course, you know, the rain probably has actually subsided, and people will definitely not be saying because of the rain they are not coming out. But for sure, the INEC officials, if they are here, definitely people will be out here to actually exercise their franchise. I think the delay here is actually because of the INEC officials not on ground, and the people are not willing, they are not yet, not a lot of them are here at the moment. But one of the things that will actually make them to come is the fact that if they sight the INEC officials, definitely they will come out from their houses and exercise their franchise. Veronica.
All right, thank you, Ikenna, Amaechi, for bringing us up to speed. And news just reaching us say at about 8:53 a.m. voting began in Governor Godwin Obaseki's polling unit in Okemole 1 Emokpai Primary School. That's Unit 19, Ward 4, Oredo local government area. So INEC has begun, the process has begun in some areas. And as we can see, those are the pictures there on your screen of persons, of electorates on the queue looking to exercise their franchise. And the rains, define the rains. We do not know if the rains poured across every part of the state, but whatever the situation is, they have come out, and INEC has begun in earnest at that Unit 19, Ward 4, already local government area. And we are hoping that in other areas, INEC will also begin in earnest so that the process can end as at when due, and every of the other line of processes, collation and all of it
will work well,
seamlessly as it is. And then the challenge perhaps might just be that of they get into the location, as some have said. But the road network to...
But the road network is very good.
It's good. So one can only wonder